So, black soap is all you know. Let me show you how to make the perfect soap base for your different soap customizations. Hi there, and welcome to Fairly My Beauty School YouTube channel. If you're new here, kindly subscribe and turn on your notification bell. Returning subscribers, thank you and I love you. Please do not forget to like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let us get right into the video. First off, you want to measure out your potassium hydroxide and your distilled water. Then you pour the potassium hydroxide into the distilled water. Please, on no account should you pour water into potassium hydroxide. You pour in your potassium hydroxide into your distilled water, and then you just want to give it a very good stir for it to dissolve properly without any form of lumping. Now, potassium hydroxide is very hot when it comes in contact with water, so you really want to wear your gloves. Ignore me and this video. You really want to wear your gloves and all your protective clothing when you're doing this particular formulation. And of course, I'm sure by now you know that distilled water is the approved and perfect water for all your cosmetic formulations. Yes, I'm sure you know. If you don't know, now you know. The making of this base soap is one of the very few productions that, see, you have no choice. You have to really go manual. You cannot introduce a high share mixer or an industrial mixer, else it's going to give you a solid rock bar soap. Yes, or it will just separate the entire formulation. And you cannot use a pipe or a rod. You have to use a wooden stick or a wooden spoon. So if you're making this soap, you have to have your wooden spoon, you have to have your wooden stick, whatever you call it, and be ready to turn, because you're going to turn. Your hand is the machine. Up next, you want to add in your oil. Now, a lot of persons make use of palm kernel oil, but for me, because I detest the smell of palm kernel oil and I always want that extra luxury in my products, I always opt for jojoba oil or I go for olive oil. Those two, they just do it for me. But if you cannot afford it or you're a beginner, then you should stick to palm kernel oil and get ready to incorporate lots of fragrances into your formulation to eliminate that palm kernel oil smell that attaches itself to the base soap when you use palm kernel oil. Remember the potassium hydroxide solution we made in the beginning? This is the point where you add it. Yes, you add in your potassium hydroxide solution and you just start stirring. Now you stir continuously for the process of saponification to happen. If you don't know what saponification is, it is an indication that you need to register for any of our skincare courses. It will benefit you. It will benefit you, trust me. So you just keep stirring and stirring and stirring slowly and steadily, because slow and steady, then talk and say now slow and steady they win the race. And see, let me tell you, in this particular formulation, true, now slow and steady go win the race. At this point, if you're yet to follow me or you're yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, depending on the platform that you're watching from, why? What is it? Haven't you done enough? The pain, the suffering, the torture. Is it not enough? So at this point, guys, you will just keep turning and checking out for the texture. See, you go turn, like you will really turn this particular formulation for up to an hour before you get the exact texture that you need. And remember that when you're turning, see how slowly the turning is going. You don't want to increase the pace, because if you increase the pace, you're going to end up with a base that is just too fluffy and has incorporated air into it. And in the process, when you're about to do your final formulation or your final customization, it's going to give you problems. So you want to turn slow and steady so that you can achieve that thick, nice textured Moroccan base soap. So at this point, you want to add in your vegetable glycerin for that extra moisturization. Now, vegetable glycerin is a humectant. A humectant practically draws in water from the atmosphere into the skin. Yes, that is the work of a humectant. So your glycerin will help give this base soap that extra moisturization. At this point, you know why I said from the beginning, if black soap is all you know, then you need to know more. This soap is easier to work with this soap eliminates all the fears of working with black soap. All those complaints of my black soap is so drying. Black soap dries out the skin. Personally, I think or I know that people who complain about black soap being drying or black soap doing this, blah 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 blah, just don't know how to work with black soap. And if you're one of those persons, I have a video somewhere down my playlist on black soap customization. And if that video did not still do you, it is an indication that you need to register further for our skincare masterclass. Yes. It is a cue that you should send us a DM right now to get registered for any of our classes. That being said, oh my goodness, English is such a problem. That being said, your Moroccan paste soap is literally almost ready. You just have to keep turning slowly and steady. Remember, the motto of this particular base soap is slow and steady wins the race. So you just keep turning slow and steady till you get that texture. And if you're tired of turning, see, before you even say that you're tired of turning, you must have turned to a point where you have this creamy texture. So you can cover and go and sleep because I did this particular soap at night. When you cover it and go and sleep, by morning you're going to have a thicker paste, so you just have to touch it up a bit and bam, voila, your soap is ready. No too much work, no too much talk, no plenty ingredients. You can now use this Moroccan paste soap to customize all other kind of soaps that you want to your kiddies soap, your brightening soap, your carrot soap, your fruity soap, your mulatto soap. This is the perfect base for it. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.